the sea is calm. Too calm. In the early hours before dawn, the Dutch East India ship Batavia glides silently through the Indian Ocean, her sails slack under a heavy sky. Somewhere ahead, black shapes rise out of the water, low, jagged, and unfamiliar. The crew, bleary-eyed from weeks of salt and sickness, don't see the reef until it's too late. A sound splits the night. Wood on coral. Screams. The hull groaning open like a dying animal. Water rushes in below decks. Men scramble in the dark, barefoot and panicked as the Batavia breaks herself apart against the reef. This is no storm, no enemy ship. Just the slow, grinding certainty of death in a place no map could save them from. By sunrise, they know. They are stranded. The year is 1629. The Batavia, pride of the Dutch East India Company, had left the Netherlands months earlier, bound for the riches of Java. She carried silver, trade goods, and over 300 souls. Among them, soldiers, sailors, merchants, women, and children. Now they stand dripping and barefoot on a barren coral islet, watching their lifeline sink beneath the waves. There's no food, no fresh water, no trees, just blistering sun and the long blue horizon in every direction. The ship's commander, Francisco Pelsaert, makes a decision. He and a small crew will take one of the longboats and try to reach Java, over 1,000 miles away. He promises to return. But as the longboat disappears over the edge of the sea, those left behind realize something terrifying. They are truly alone. And that's when the real nightmare begins. Left to lead the survivors is Jeronimus Cornelisz, a failed apothecary with radical beliefs and a gift for persuasion. He tells the others they must prepare for the worst, that the commander is never coming back, that order must be maintained. But his version of order becomes something far darker. He confiscates the weapons, he organizes the food, and then he begins to decide who deserves to live. At first, the killings are quiet. People who question him vanish. Then it grows bolder. Men stabbed in their sleep, women claimed as property, children drowned. Cornelisz gathers a group of loyal followers, and together, they turn the island into a blood-soaked dictatorship. The survivors split into factions. Some flee to nearby islands. One group, led by a soldier named Weeby Hayes, fortifies a distant rock with shells and driftwood, using slings and sharpened sticks to hold off Cornelisz's men. On the coral sands, it becomes war, not for gold or glory, but for a drink of water, for the right to stay alive another day. Weeks pass. Then, just as Cornelisz prepares a final assault, a dark silhouette appears on the horizon. It's Pelsaert. Against all odds, he made it to Java. And now he returns, with soldiers and a gallows. The executions begin before the boat even fully lands. Cornelisz is hanged on the beach, along with his closest allies. Some are marooned, others taken in chains back to Batavia to stand trial. The survivors, scarred, sunburnt, and broken, are rescued at last, but the reef never forgets. To this day, the islands off Western Australia still bear the bones of that wreck, the rusted anchors, the remnants of camps, the shallow graves beneath the sand. And divers say that when the waves are calm and the reef is silent, the wreck of the Batavia still whispers below. A voyage meant for trade became one of the darkest shipwreck stories in maritime history. Not just a tragedy, but a descent into chaos. Proof that sometimes the true terror doesn't come from the sea, it comes from within. Thank you for listening to The Sunken Ledger. If you found this true tale as haunting as we did, subscribe for more maritime mysteries from the depths of history.